UkkiKai here. As you know, I write these letters to my younger self. And here we have letter number 16, Walking My Own Path. Dear younger Kai, there is something about you that will confuse many people. And for a long time, it may confuse you too. You will often find yourself standing in places where there is no clear path ahead. Not because you're lost, but because you have a habit of leaving the road that everyone else seems to be taking. When you're younger, this can feel like a weakness. You will look around and see people who appear to know exactly where they are going. They seem confident, certain, and organized. Meanwhile, you will often be exploring something new, chasing a new idea that makes sense only to you. And sometimes you will wonder if there is something wrong with you. There isn't. You simply trust curiosity more than certainty. That will become one of the most important things about your life. You will discover that many people spend their lives trying to fit into places that were never meant for them. They learn the rules, they follow the map, they stay inside the lines. There is nothing wrong with that, but it was never really your way. You have always been more interested in what happens beyond the edge of the map. That curiosity will take you into photography, into filmmaking, and into projects that seem impossible when they begin. And also into situations where you have absolutely no idea what you're doing. Strangely enough, that is where some of the best experiences will come from. You will often start before you feel qualified, before you feel prepared, or before anyone gives you permission to start. Not because you're fearless, but because your curiosity is usually stronger than your fear. There will be times when people question your choices. Sometimes they will be right. Sometimes you will make mistakes. And sometimes you will fail. That is simply part of the deal. Walking your own path does not guarantee success. It only guarantees that the journey belongs to you. One day you will create a photography exhibition using your mobile phone. Many people will think it is a strange idea. Some will probably think it is a wrong idea, but you will do it anyway. Not because you want to provoke anyone, but because you genuinely want to explore a different way of seeing. That distinction matters. The most meaningful things you create will never come from rebellion alone. They will come from curiosity. There is a difference. Rebellion pushes against something. Curiosity moves towards something. You have always been moving towards something, toward an idea, a new project, a new possibility, a different way of looking at the world. You borrowed ideas. You admired other photographers, other filmmakers, and other artists. And then slowly you mixed those influences together until something personal began to emerge. That is how most creative lives are built. Not through isolation, but through conversation. The people we admire leave fingerprints on our work. And there is no shame in that. For many years, you may think that confidence is what allows people to follow their own path. Now, I suspect the opposite is often true. Confidence usually arrives later. The path comes first, the walking comes first, and the confidence catches up somewhere along the line. And so, if there is one thing I wish you understood earlier, it is this. You do not need to become somebody else. You do not need to fit perfectly into somebody else's idea of success. You do not need to walk faster or louder or more confidently than anyone else. You only need to keep on walking, one step after another, trusting that your curiosity knows something your fear does not. Many years from now, when you look back, you will not remember every success. You will not remember every failure either. What you will remember are the moments when you followed an idea that felt alive. Those moments will become the landmarks of your life. Take care of yourself and keep following what makes you curious. Writing you from the shores of Lake Saimaa, UkkiKai.